women do not date out of their race enough, and God, please release my sisters from the shackle of only dating black men. I feel like it's time for us to explore our options. It's way more of life to see, way more experiences to have.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video, we're going to be talking about this Dusty that you guys are viewing here on your screen, because I was just on TikTok minding my business and I came across a video where he went on this podcast and he basically started to talk about how black male are ultimately jealous of black women, and how he saw this video where this man literally looked at a black woman. He said this dust bucket had the audacity to open up his filthy mouth to ask this black woman, how you seen yourself, how you seen me, and do you think you're worth being with me? This is precisely why I continue to say these male are the most delusional group of male to ever walk this planet Earth. Don't you guys think it is quite interesting how these male, instead of coming out here and comparing themselves to other group of male, why do you guys think that these male always go out of their way to compare themselves? And not to all women in general, they exclusively will be comparing themselves to us as black women. But nonetheless guys, listen to what this male had to say and then we will come back with more.
For me at least, I knew that shit was getting scary when I started to watch black men comparing themselves to women. And I don't want to jump on the bandwagon of this sassy and zesty conversation because there's a lot of zest sitting over here. So I ain't got call it for what it is, a lot of zest and sass over here. But I would never try to put me in the same sentence as a woman. And I was scrolling through my phone the other day and I saw a man talking to a woman. He said, "Look at you and look at me. Do you think that you're worth me?" Is what he said to her.
Whoa.
And I said, oh gosh, shit is getting scary. Where you think that you should be in competition with a woman. And I think what a lot of that has to do with, and why I bring up that jealousy part, is because women have made strides when technically they were supposed to be behind. We lived in a day in society where that woman wouldn't have been allowed to vote, but you would have been. Still, you sit your ass at home when it came time. We live in a society where we all could not get an education. Now we do. A black woman is highly more educated than a black man can ever be. We live in a society where men statistically are supposed to be making more money, including that black man. But she makes 10 times more than you. I think the dichotomy is you showed up not being man enough, and she's being every bit of the man that you were supposed to be. And now you can sit in front of baby girl face to face and say, what are you bringing to the table? When I thought the niggas were supposed to build it.
Damn.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You guys just heard what he had to say, and obviously you guys know I don't necessarily agree with these male a lot, but when I do come across one of them that seem to have some senses, I do like to come on here and bring their viewpoint to you guys so that you guys can also see what I saw. So let's talk about what he had to say. He said that these useless male are always comparing themselves to you as a black woman. And the only reason why these male do that, one, is because we already know that these male, they're jealous of us. This male had the audacity to say, look at you, look at me. Do you think you're worth having me? Like what? And just like he said, black woman has been able to overcome literally every single stone that had been thrown our way and turn it into something amazing. And just like he said, women as a whole, we weren't able to vote. But black women, we already know that us black women, we have a lot more difficult time, literally just in this society as a whole, right? And yet we have been able to turn around this situation. Black male hate us because even though everything was stacked against us, we have still managed to rise above. Black women are the most educated group of women in the US. They're the biggest group of entrepreneurs. We're the most beautiful. Why do you think all of these other group of women are so envious of us? Why do you think that we have the whole Kardashian clan? We have Cardi B, we have Erica Mena, Nicki Baby, Bad Baby. We already know these women aren't at the top of their community, but they will come to the black community, get a self-hating black male, start using the N-word, while these black male, we already know they aren't correcting them. What will happen is these non-selected group of women, they will get comfortable demeaning black men. Then they will start to think that they can come over to us as black women and do the same thing. Black men only compare themselves to us because they can't compete with other group of men. Let's just be honest. And going back to what he said, this man was comparing himself to a black woman look-wise, not in terms of achievement, accolade, ownership, but rather something superficial. It's because at the end of the day, it's all they have is their physicality. Mind you, black woman has the same physical attribute, but on top of that, we also have intellect, resource, self-love. And at the end of the day, black woman, the answer is simple. Black male compare themselves to us because, like he said, they're jealous of us. They can't understand how we manage to rise above in a patriarchal society that's set up to make us, not only because we're women, but add on top of that, we're black women, and them having male privilege are literally the least producing group of males in society. I really feel like this is the primary reason why black male, instead of them coming out here and comparing themselves to other group of male, they know that it is easier for them not to compare themselves to women in general, but to us black women specifically, and that is because of the global position that we are in. You guys know whenever I come across clip like this, I always have to hop in the comment section to see what people are saying. So as you guys can see, the first commentator say, my ex did this, compare our looks all the time and wanted to feel prettier than me. And we already know the reason why black male, once again, they're always comparing themselves, they're always competing with you as a woman, is because these male want to be women. Why do you guys think these male are so obsessed with V, with makeup, with the way us as black women look? It's because at the end of the day, they can't really fathom the fact that us black women, we have took each and every brick that has been thrown our way and we had converted into black girl magic. These male, on the other hand, they're the biggest failure in terms of all group of males of the society. So that is one of the primary reasons, in my opinion, as to why they're always out here competing with us. This other commentator said, what? He cooked. This one say, my ex compare his 2017 lease car to my 2021 paid off car. Never ever will I deal with that hate ever again. This one say, my male boss just say this. They are jealous. This one say, when Justin speaks, his name is Justin, because to be honest, I didn't really know who he was. But this lady said, when Justin speak, I listen. So I'm going to assume his name is Justin. This dust bucket say, these dialogue are always by people who don't represent who is being discussed, which I think is quite interesting because obviously I don't know this male. This commentator just say that his name is Justin. But I think what is so interesting about this whole predicament is that we already know that whenever someone who's not necessarily heterosexual, again, I don't know this male, but based upon his disposition, we're gonna assume that he's part of the LGBT plus community. And if that is indeed the case, hey, whatever floats your boat. I think what is so interesting is that whenever these males feel like you not a heterosexual person, they will always try to attack you within that manner, right? These males will never come out here and directly address what is being said, but they will want to attack your sexuality as if that has anything to do with it. So what is this man trying to imply, saying that these type of dialogue aren't necessarily being held by the people that they're supposed to? From farthest what I'm seeing, he was discussing black male being jealous of black woman, and based upon what my vision is giving me, this is indeed a black male. But like I said, I'm pretty sure the reason why he's saying that is because he probably assumed that this guy is part of that community. And again, even if he is part of that community, what does that have to say with the truth of what he's coming out here saying? These male will do anything but take accountability. Why don't you guys go out here and provide, protect, build something, instead of y'all continuously coming out here on social media, running your filthy mouth, giving misinformation each and every day? So then he continued to say, how about you have the dialogue with one of the men you're actually referring to? If understanding is the goal, shut the hell up. This one say, my first ex-boyfriend was openly jealous of me. Everything was a competition. This one say, it's dangerous. This one say, a jealous man can be dangerous. We have another dust bucket coming out here in the comment section, basically trying to deflect, right? Saying that people are generalizing, and he said people in the comment section are eating it up. He said Jesus were doomed because everyone isn't like that. Really? Tell me one black male who's not out here competing with a black woman, then I'm going to change my tune. This other person responded to that dust bucket by saying, you just validated the stigma that's out there against black women. A black man is verbalizing his experience and observation. You come in and immediately take the stance, quote unquote, not me, instead of contributing, because that is precisely what these males are known for doing. They will never add anything to the conversation. They will never be accountable. They will never come out here and say, yes, us as black male, we're useless, we're jealous of black women, because we can't really fathom how they were able to rise above, regardless of them being not only women within a patriarchy society, but they're black women at that. And me as a black male that has male privilege, I'm useless. I haven't been able to overcome all of the stuff that has been thrown at me. But black women, on the other hand, they have took all of those stones that been thrown their way and has turned it into something amazing each and every time. And this is precisely why me, I'm an envious bee, and this is why me, I'm jealous of them. These black males will never come out here and be that real, be that honest, and admit to that. But me as a black woman, I know what time it is. So this commentator say, yes, when they start comparing, then the secret competition begin, to which this content creator responded by saying, you don't even know you are a competitor until it's too late. We are so confused because they just can't see their value of their potential outside of a woman's value. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm happy to see that more and more black women are being honest about this conversation. We have this black male coming out here saying that he saw a black male literally only looks wise comparing himself to another black woman, asking her if she think that she was worthy of him. And this is precisely why I keep asking the question, why do you guys feel like black male continuously come out here and lead with their community P instead of them leading with something that actually makes sense? Yes, we already know y'all aren't competent, y'all aren't capable enough to come out here and compete with other group of male. Y'all want to compete with us as black women again because y'all want to be us black women. But why can't y'all do it with true achievement? Because y'all are literally continuously coming out here talking about your physicality. Black women, we're also the most beautiful group of women to walk this planet Earth. Black women, we are indeed the blueprint. So whenever y'all least producing males of society come out here and talking about your physical attribute, can't y'all idiots see that us black women, we possess those same physical characteristics? But nonetheless, guys, these males are just delusional. They're just useless. They're degenerate. They have nothing to offer you as a black woman. So at the end of the day, at this point, 2025, the 21st century, no one should be listening to black male. Like I said, I did have to bring that video on here for you guys. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the whole predicament. So what are your thoughts and opinion are, please get in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.